Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Raven's Intuitive Reads. I've been gone for quite a minute, and there's valid reasons for that. I got into it explaining it over my TikTok, and I gave them a full read. I didn't want to re-upload those onto YouTube because I felt like that'd be like a huge disservice, you know. So I'm just gonna go into it right now. I lost my job. I got fired. Okay. I had to relocate. I because of these two things, you know, I relapsed into a state of being where I didn't give a fuck about life. I didn't care about people. I didn't care about myself. Like I guess I was so sick of things happening to me that I just slipped back into this fuck it mode, which I thought I bled out of myself, but the divine will show you things you need to heal about yourself unbeknownst to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I needed that, actually. I needed that good bit of wrong to help me correct myself into the lane of right that I am now in. So, I am in a better job. I love my job. I am actually happier now because of my job. It's I can go into further detail, but I'm much better today than what I was before. It's oh my god, it's so less stressful. I have more freedom and liberation with what who I am and how I move at work. Like I'm not Oh no, too much. Let me pull back. I have nothing but positive things to say about my previous occupation. But with that being said, look, I'm just in a better place now. Way better. So much better. I'm in an apartment. I've rehealed things with people that I never imagined could ever actually evolve because I've known these people for years and they've shown me nothing but chaos and toxicity. And these people have done a total like 360. Like they have just completely reinvented themselves. It's a beautiful way karma showed them what they needed to heal about themselves and they healed themselves. So that's a beautiful thing and it's awesome. So I mean, it's just been really healthy and sane and stable, and I couldn't be happier. So all that being said, get that out of the way. Here I am. I'm back here to read for you guys. Yes. So let's see. I want to jump into. Wait, let me. That was 249. 249 is the end of my rant of what went on, and I am. Uh, Let me just put this in there. I am sorry for not being there for a while. Um, as you know, as being a human being, we experience things that sometimes, you know what, we snap, bro. We snap. And these moments are viable. These moments are meant to happen because you can't grow from constant sunshine and roses, dude. Shit has to get hard sometimes. And you have to really evaluate yourself during, these phases in your life, And I certainly do have things about myself that, you know, I had to heal and I still have to heal. Um, Never ending learning process, and I will never, ever deny having to work on some part of myself. I'm not a fucking god, I am a human. That, all these things that I've read to you through the cards, I've had some sort of experience in. So trust me, you know, I'm happy for the experiences. I'll say that. But I am sorry that it took a minute. Some people are slow. Hello, it's me. No, but anyway, um, let's get in. So 420, interesting, is the end of that. Now let's jump into the read at 425. I want to go in with a love read for the collective. The cards are not shuffled. Interesting. Let's get into it. I shuffled them, but I don't remember seeing a card at the bottom of the deck like that. But all right. Love read for the collective. What do they need to know at this time? One more shuffle after this. Mm-hmm. All right. Say one more shuffle. So I'm getting in. One more shuffle. Huh. And you know that same card came out, but this time it's in the upright. So, okay, for your love life collective, because clearly you need to know this. I feel like you're going to reject somebody that's going to try to seduce you in the near future. And they're going to come in hard and heavy. Hard and heavy. Like, really? They're going to be seriously trying to seduce you. They could be involved in another relationship, okay? Or even you. And this could be somebody from the past trying to come in and wreak havoc on your new beautiful connection. Um, Either way, be on the lookout for somebody trying to seduce you. This might not be a good idea, as initially it was in the reverse, but now it's in the upright. So this could mean either it's a bad idea to partake in it, or you may be turning down someone that you might eventually open up to sexually. That's what I'm getting. That's what it was. So, I mean, hey, it's there. I'm just putting that out there. Now, what does the collective need to know about their love life concurrently? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest white light. What does the collective need to know about their love life concurrently? We have two cards here, two cards here. They're both in the reverse. We have talking in the reverse, and then not today in the reverse. So someone or you is interested in speaking with you, or you are interested in speaking with them. Someone is secretly awaiting a message, okay, that maybe they used to avoid the idea of. They don't want to avoid this any longer. They're not angry anymore, or they wish that you weren't angry anymore. Flip it where it needs to go. Somebody has sinus issues or something like that. Maybe you need to dust. And it's something about dusty. Something this happened. This is something that you may have put in the rear view of your vision. Okay, you're not even paying attention to this, but somebody is thinking about it. They wish that you would contact them, but maybe you haven't at all. They're secretly awaiting a message. That's what I keep getting. We have twin flames. Sweet. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about the card. Yin and yang, Zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. But I feel more energy from this card than just what I initially did. Two things. This is a balance. This is a healthy balance. Perhaps you were very close to this person, so close you could be considered twin flames, okay? Maybe you were or are. But here's the thing. Right now, concurrently, what's happening, this is supposed to be happening. The separation, not speaking with them. This is bringing forth a balance that could eventually, let me not say that. Let me just say this. It is the exact thing that you're supposed to be doing right now, because things are aligning and divine timing is in order here. Okay? So, something is bound to break, but learning has to take place on either or both sides. Okay? What else? What else about this Twin Flames card? Why is this a balancing act? Why is this? Because endings bring new beginnings, okay? Growth, change, liberation, transition, because this was a needed event. Okay, canon event is what I just heard. This was a needed canon event because somebody here is seeing past the ending and actually making a viable change, either with themselves or with the chemistry of this relationship as a whole. For some reason, I just did the circle, the eight. The eight. So, something about eternity. Maybe they internally feel that they are eternally connected to you, but they want you to speak out to them. Don't. Right now, or do whatever you want. But right now, the separation was meant to happen. because something here is special. Something here is eternal and a strong connection. But it needed to end because things needed to change and grow and transition. Okay. You needed a new beginning in your own way, and they needed a new beginning in their own way. Okay? Yeah. We got engagement ring in the reverse. Yeah. It's like this partnership, maybe it needed to exist but in a different way that it's not concurrently showing right now. Okay? And that's, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. This person just wasn't it for you because they aren't spiritually aligned with themselves. Okay? We have wedding rings. It was in the reverse. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. It's like whatever is wrong in this dynamic, it isn't enough to fulfill a wish of partnership, a wish of, it was just 11:11 when I saw it. A wish of a wedding, getting married, a soul connection, a true, viable soul connection. So, okay. And we got not enough in the reverse, okay? Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, and jealousy. So there's a lot of this going on in this connection. This is definitely about a romantic situation for sure. Um, there was a lot of ego issues in the way, a lot of jealousy, a lot of projection, a lot of toxicity. And so this person really needed to bleed this out within themselves. Now, whether or not you two come together in the future, that is only something that divine timing can tell you, okay? But one thing is for certain, you are both mirrors to each other, okay? They needed to see a lot through you, and perhaps you showed them that. And but it's like they want you to break the silence and come towards them. Wow, mirror in reverse. Isn't that crazy? I just said that they were that that you were both mirroring to each other what you needed to fix about each other. So that's why it can't be a union. It's because they're still learning. They're not wanting to truly reflect and change that just yet, but they're on the way to. And if they're not, eventually they'll see it. But right now, I feel like you're high vibrational because you see everything before you. They are low vibrational because they still have a lot to learn about themselves. And it shows too with these first two cards here. It's like they want you to come back and speak to them, but they're not speaking to you because they want it to be you that breaks to speak to them. But it's because they don't want to take accountability for whatever toxicities they brought into the situation to begin with. They're avoiding it, but they don't want to avoid you. It's almost like they want to mull it over in a way. But no, there's a lesson to be learned here. And with mirror in reverse, it's like they know they need to see it, they need to learn it, but they're not quite there yet, if that makes sense. So let's see, what else? What else for the love, for the collective addiction? They're still stuck in their codependent ways, of their obsessive ways, possession, controlling. Yeah, they still have a lot of toxicities within themselves to bleed out and reverse. And that is only something that they can do on their own time, like a drug addict, right? They can only be clean when they choose to be clean. They can only be sober when they want to be. So, same difference here. A person that is so used to being possessive and controlling and vile will only learn not to be once they see the error of their ways and they want to change that about themselves. We got heart with the key. It's just not the time for them right now to be anywhere near you. But some part of them wants you to reach out to them. I keep getting that. Do not open your heart to this person right now because they're still in school. Like they need to learn. They're not ready for this. Three more cards. Wow. Okay. How about a whole deck? But the card that was up top is abundance. So, hey, one thing you need to know for sure that they should know as well. But I feel like this is for you primarily because you're on the right foot here. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want and have gratitude and bliss. This is both of you. Um, Stay on the right path. Okay, don't veer towards things that no longer serve you, that are going to distract you or undermine you. Okay, and this person should want to do the same for the evolution of themselves. You know, to bring forth that new beginning that they deserve in their own personal life. You know. All right. What else? What else? Okay. We got Cupid's arrow and seduction in reverse. And then we have soulmates upright. So Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting hesitation. Ooh-wee. And then we got seduction in reverse. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party interference. And then we have soulmates, soul connection, partnerships, agreements, soul contracts. So here's the thing. In the meantime, it's kind of like the universe is saying, don't shut yourself off to other possibilities, you know? Um, and I feel like you're not. I feel like you're open to new people, to new situations, but you're not open to just anybody. So seductive energies, you know, you're not interested in that. You're also not interested in being a part of third party situations. And if you weren't thinking that way, don't be interested in third party situations, you know. Yeah, because something is coming towards you, a particular soulmate, okay? And you're also keeping your eye out on that. But just know, soulmates can come and go. So be mindful about that. Be mindful about that. What else on this Cupid's arrow? But yeah, that's like there's definitely people coming your way. No, not right now. Hold on. Okay, I have to go see my children, but we got karmic relationship and heart with the key. Give me a second in the upright. Okay, second. Oh, my knees. Okay, sorry about that. My kiddos, they were fighting each other. Haven't even touched my cards yet. They were fighting each other over the loudness of a tablet because they want to watch Sonic on TV, but my youngest child, Bean, she wants to play her tablet loudly over the programming, and so they were aggravated with each other about that. But anyway, okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chaser in reverse, Kisses in the reverse, and then, like I said, Karmic relationship in reverse, and Heart with the key upright. So, all right. You're open to receiving viable love options. You don't want karmic relationships. You don't want to be a chaser in a codependent relationship. And you're only looking for people that are unconditionally loving. You're avoiding people that are like the plague, you know what I mean? So it's pretty cut and dry. I guess it's like a reiteration of advice too, as well, for when you do this. Okay, give me 1 second. All right, so that's about it. I mean, anything else before I go? I mean, technically, I have room for one more card on the love portion before I move on to general. I like you in reverse, soulmates upright, and heartbroken. Okay, so this might be future tense, or hold on. So someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, wanted date, soulmates, soul contract. Then we have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost. So someone feels a loss because they don't have you and they think about it from time to time. This could be a past soulmate, or in the future tense, you may end up breaking up with a particular soulmate. Huh. Why are we seeing this right now? Because somebody is wearing a mask, they're not showing their true feelings, or palm tree stability. This you might end up breaking up with somebody, or somebody might end up breaking up with you, a soulmate in the future, for their stability and their security. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. Is there anything positive we can say about? Like, I mean, that is a positive thing, right? Because we can't have the good without the bad. Okay, but this is something to look out for, is what I feel. Huh. Clarified mask. Soulmates. Heartbroken. This is a person. Take it as you will. Okay, but I strongly feel like in the future you're going to break up with somebody that is your soulmate, one of many, um, because you're going to choose your own stability over this relationship, whatever this future relationship will be. And their soulmate is going to be internally heartbroken about it, but they're going to wear a mask and pretend like everything is fine. Will this soulmate get over this heartbreak in the future? I mean, they have to, right? I want flyouts, Bible flyouts, yeah. Heart with a key. Welcoming the one. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Yeah, they will eventually get over it because they are going to receive a love offer from someone in the future. They have lessons to learn because we have kisses in reverse, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So yeah, that's probably why. That makes sense. Okay. So maybe this future soulmate, they just fall in love a little too quickly without evaluating all the details, and they just kind of jump in head first. They fall in love very quickly, and so maybe that whimsical energy just doesn't befit you. It doesn't suit you in the future. You want something more realistic, and they're good. They're nice, but they're just not as evolved as they should be. You know what I'm saying? To be with you. Um, there's levels to maturity, and maybe perhaps this person isn't quite as mature as you'd like them to be. And so you're going to see that as a red flag, and you're going to drop them, and that's okay, because eventually they're gonna learn their lesson through another soulmate in the distant future. That has nothing to do with you. I just dipped into it because I wanted to know more about it, but now I see. So yeah, love is coming, but there's going to be one in particular that you're going to get really close to, that it seems right, but then it's just too. It feels like if something were to happen, they wouldn't know how to handle it. And maybe they're just not mature emotionally. You know what I mean? And that might be a little bit unstable for you. So, okay, that's your love read. Take with that what you will. All right. Let's get into it. Now let's go in 24, 25. Love. Now let's go with general. We're going to open up the tarot. 24, 40. Let's get it, tarot. All right. 1, 2, 3. What does the collective need to know at this time? Shuffling. It was very different from what I read for TikTok. Mm. Different energies and different platforms. It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes they'll have like like same matching energies, and I'll just upload videos from TikTok onto YouTube. But this time it's not that way. One more, one more shuffle. All right. I'm gonna take that right now. Let's see. What does the universe? What's the universe? What would the universe like to tell the collective at this time? Hermit. There's still room for introspection, spiritual enlightenment, soul searching, but also the knowledge that you are divinely guided, okay, and protected. Listen more to your intuition, okay. Listen to your, as I say, listen to your heart. Mhm. We have the world in reverse here and the ace of swords in reverse here. Yeah, because whatever's going on, it's not quite done yet. Like the universe can never be done with you, right? But if you felt like there was a death to something, it's not over. Okay, the death of something good, anyhow. It's definitely not. And there's still more truth to unlock about whatever it is you're going through. So there's still more revelations to experience about yourself, about oneself. I feel this highly, especially with Hermit here. There's just a lot to unlock about yourself. Okay. Mm. It isn't. It's kind of like people when they read a book, right? Or when they choose not to read a book, but they see a movie and they're like, "Okay, I got the gist of it. I saw the movie," but the book is far more in depth. It's the same thing with your soul. Okay, on the surface level, you can say, "Yes, I believe in God," and yes, I do these things, and then that suffices. And then yeah, I did my part. It's deeper than that. It has to be organic. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. Let's see what else. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then Death. So maybe this has a lot to do with the fact that you can be stagnant to yourself at times. Death here in the upright with the Ten of Cups upright at the bottom of the deck. So it's like there's a lot of stagnancy within yourself. You need to push yourself more. And you got to figure out why it is that you don't. Okay? You let certain things hold you back, and you kind of excuse it. You kind of push it under the rug as you go forward. But there are certain things that could stagnate you from certain things that you are meant to experience that maybe you're choosing not to see intentionally. Huh. But you know that this change has to happen, and you know it's on its way. But more so, it's on its way only if you put the willpower towards it, if that makes sense. Um, and it's a step away from unlocking your ultimate happiness, truly. Not just for you, but for others in the equation, okay? Others and people of the future that can experience this with you as well. Hmm. Certain things that need to be unlocked about oneself that you still have to figure out. Muster the courage to see because it's something that is keeping you stagnant. You are trapping yourself in. When you should really, really, really consider letting that go and seeing your journey for what it really fully can be. You know, it's like you got to really step into that bravery and like let that bravery encompass you in totality, like to completely embrace this new journey you're on. So a risk has to be taken here, and a risk internally. I feel There's a mental blockage here. Something is there that is keeping you back from you. And does that make sense? It could involve others, but I feel strongly that this isn't about you, dude. There's something that you're doing that isn't particularly helpful to taking care of yourself. So it's like you're there, but you're not fully there yet. You see what I'm saying? And we got temperance here. It's like you want to rush, man. It's like you want to rush to the prize without completing the full work at hand. You know what I mean? Haphazardly, but in not a full, like, oh God, how to explain this? It's like you're taking risks, but you're not taking enough risks. And you know what those risks are. Sorry, tongue twister, kind of. And because of that, also, it's like you're not completely utilizing the spiritual help that you can access to, that is readily available to you with further introspection, self-introspection. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, you. Look, man, if I ain't making sense to me, I'm definitely making sense to you. You know it. You know exactly what this is. You know exactly what this is and what you need to release. Old ideals, old thinking patterns, old things that bog you down, that distract you. You know, the distractions. You're not even dwelling on these distractions anymore, but you're dwelling on it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like you don't cry over it anymore, but you don't do certain things because of it. You gotta let that go. What else? Yeah, you gotta let that go. You got to step into facing your own emotions, maybe about how you feel towards masculinity in general or your own masculinity. You know, maybe this pertains to seeds that you thought you had well planted before, but it didn't pan out the way that you wanted. And I feel this to be internal. This is about the self, seeds within yourself. Huh. Huh. That involve your inner growth that you still need to see through and face, that you're avoiding. So due to that avoidance or mulling over, it's causing that stagnation. Being brave enough to face your own emotions about certain things that you're hiding yourself from. You don't have to shout it to the rooftops, but you can shout it to the divine and to yourself. Really. Okay. We got the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and Page of Swords in the reverse. Then the Three of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, this is a reiteration. It's like you're very giving. You're very nurturing. You have this ability for others, clearly. And it's going really well. You're a good person, truly. But what about the self, right? What about the self? Can't do this no more. Because you have to be giving to yourself as well. You have to feel that joy and evolution within yourself. Realign yourself to know thyself completely. Rid of the things that are holding you back internally. Because it's like you're not diving deep enough into it. You're not being that scholarly version of yourself that you should be completely. I hope I'm making sense. Therefore, it is holding you back from particular situations, opportunities that could truly blossom if you just stop hiding from yourself. Okay, so that's for somebody. Very specific. And when I just put the cards down, I know you just saw that my hand went up and I kicked the King of Cups. So it definitely has a lot to do with something that emotionally triggers you. Because like I said earlier, it's something that you had already went through, but you don't cry about it anymore, but you now just don't do certain things because of it. And that is not the right answer. That's not, avoidance isn't the answer. Not, not at least not now anymore. Maybe if you were called to avoid it before, you're not called to avoid it now. So facing that is key. So I hope that made sense. That was general. It's kind of like a broken record at this point, I think. So, yes. All right. Now let's go in with whatever the divine wants you to know at this time personally, um, about what we went through with tarot. Why not? I mean, it is ready, but I'll reshuffle it again for you. So let's go, especially since that first one. I know what that was about. Well, I mean, technically now I do because clearly we were meant to see the seduction card. But anyway, um, let's see. Okay, why is it doing that? It's like sticking. Something is sticking. Something needs to stick. Something needs to stick. Whatever they're going to tell you through these cards, it needs to stick. You need to understand this very well. So this is very, very meaningful what I'm about to pull out of this deck. Let's see. One more. I'm being told to show this card. Okay, communicate. Mercury, analyze. Let your mind tell you how to. Let your mind tell you how to analyze and communicate with yourself and the universe, how to analyze analyze yourself fully, and how to communicate with yourself fully. No secrets, no hiding from the universe and from yourself. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Intuition is key here. Discernment is key. Okay. All right. And there's one more shuffle. One more shuffle. I'm not gonna take that. I just took what I had to. That felt right. Okay. Yeah. If you're dealing with a Pisces, that situation is already resolved. I was told to say that as well. Okay, we have here detach from the situation at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so something you're not completely detaching from emotionally, mentally. Okay, what's going on here? What is it that the collective needs to know at this time, universe? Know that you are guarded and protected by the divine at all times. Okay, even when you feel like you're not. And trust me, I have experience. I You can hate the world and hate people, but God is still there. The angels are still there. Remember that. Never, ever forget that. We have Mars, okay? The drive for the confronting of an action, the time to heal and revitalize what we were speaking about with tarot is now. The time is now, okay? You got to confront yourself. You have to have the drive to face yourself. Okay, communication, learn how to. We have believe and trust, reinstilling that belief and trust in yourself and the universe. You know what to do. We have your inner guidance is real and trustworthy in reverse. It's like some part of you is it's like half in, half out of believing and trusting. Focus upon divine and perfect health, but it's for the betterment of your mental health and even physical health, of course. Mental affects the physical eventually. For you to face this. Okay? All right. What else? Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. It's in reverse. It's like maybe you've intuitively got the nudges to focus on these certain areas or aspects of yourself that keep you stagnant, but you mull it over or push it under a rug. You know what I mean? You can't do that. What else? Wow, too many, way too many. Um, your home is protected by angels is here. And also on the reverse, the sixth house as a full time job, serving, do a little at a time. So uh, it's like everything that you do, it's good. Keep doing it, you know. Um, you're fine. Your home is fine. Okay. This is about internal work. Okay. Strongly on the internal work. Let's see. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. My leg. It's felling. It fell asleep. Okay. Okay. Third house. Okay. By making the right connections, the idea in question, get your ideas going. Right. And then prayer will help with the situation. With the Hermit card being the first card to come out with that tarot reading, that really makes sense. So, a lot of introspection, a lot of praying, making the right connections. Make sure you're praying to the right, to the right, or whatever the right deity is for you. Um, to get your ideas going, to unblock that stagnation, a repeat, and this one here. Have confidence. Have confidence in your abilities to overcome whatever these internal mental blocks are, okay? Because it's keeping you in your south node, okay? And it can cause you trouble in the future if you're not careful, okay? All right, I think I'm done with that. That's like, I'm becoming a broken record, I feel. So let's go in with Messenger Oracle, and that'll conclude your read, guys. So awesome. Right on. Let's get it. My oldest child, Lena, is watching Happy Tree Friends, which is not kid friendly. So after this, I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on her bed. But anyway, one more shuffle. It's catchy. I like Happy Tree Friends. Don't look it up. It's very vile. Anyway, let's see. Do not fear the unknown wants to come out. Like, so much. That's the final one, and I'm just going in. All right, but here we go. What else does the collective need to know? Final cards before I go. You were born to create, so everything within you is about creation, okay? You are the end result of what progress looks like if you just keep trucking, battling even one's own wounds, okay? Let's see. More on these cards. What else? What else? Two more cards and then we'll call it a day. Embrace spirit. Yeah, so definitely introspection. Um, prayer will help. It's like you got to believe and trust, know that you're guided and protected. Okay? But you have to have faith in that protection. Okay? And I just feel like spirit is within you as well. Okay? So believe in the Holy Spirit within you. Okay? To conquer mountains. Because we are all connected, and I feel like this is strongly like you are connected with the divine indefinitely. So don't forget where you come from. Don't lose faith in yourself. Don't lose faith in spirit. Time to reflect. And it was in the reverse. So it's like, again, introspection. Wow. This is definitely specific. Because you got to know that you belong here on this planet. You belong in the lives of others, you know. And share your thoughts is in the reverse. And perhaps it's like you're not getting out there enough. Like you're doing, like it's like I said at the beginning of this video, which is interesting. With my previous job, I was okay, but I could have been better. You know what I mean? But it took a moment with divine timing to really shake me out of where I was, out of complacency, simplicity, and then it put me in a different space where, only I could get to that space if I had learned to overcome myself. See, this is like the same thing. This is like the same thing. So you're holding yourself back from potential new beginnings, staying stagnant in this energy and being complacent with it. It doesn't serve you. There's more awaiting you. Okay? So let's see. Be without malice. It's like maybe there's like this mental block within you that causes you to look at certain things or situations with a hint of malice that keeps you stagnant from experiencing new things that you need to shake and break off of you. And with the introspection, the prayers, with the introspection of oneself, with truly having the fearlessness to experience it, understand it, and release it, and it will open you up to those new opportunities. I hope it makes sense, okay? But I think that's it because, yeah, I'm becoming a broken record again, but with a different deck. Let's see. Final card. And I'm going to end it there. Let go of the old is in reverse. There's something old in your energy that needs to be released. Yeah. Keeping you stagnant. Wow. Because a new day is trying to dawn for you, baby. And you're just not hearing it because you're complacent with that old thing that is not allowing you to surrender to the flow that the divine is trying to guide you towards, okay? So, with that being said, I love you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If it resonated, cool. If it didn't, let it slide for the next person. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, my legs, stay awesome.